Alright guys, this is Xmos from Team PXL. Um, this will be the episode 1 of our series Out of Bronze, and this is my replay, and it's gonna be really helpful if you send yours. So this is my game that I played like 2 days ago, so it's really fresh, and I'm gonna discuss many things in this game. Okay, first off, okay, so that was a pretty bad bet. Probe split. But a few days ago I read the post on Team Liquid about probe splitting, and actually it doesn't give you that much benefit by probe splitting. So if you're not really good at it, don't bother doing that because it's not going to give you any benefit. Okay, so this is PvZ against Minimal. I'm in silver 1v1, so this is my lettering, and you'll see how it goes. So I was going for force fast expand, which is really typical in PvZ. I'm gonna fast forward it a bit because there's not much going on, and I'm sending my scout, and there's overlord going. And yeah, when you see he got early gas, and I'm gonna scout this with my probe. And when you're in bronze, well, even in silver, there's no really point of queuing this probe everywhere. By focusing on your probe, you might miss your things like building forge. It sometimes happens. So when you get your information, just get out. It's not really good to focus too much and screw up on your build orders. And from my information, I saw that he's getting gas faster than his pull, so I assumed that he's gonna get early speed and eventually try to do some early aggression. And there's not much out of ordinary going on, going cannon first, then nexus or gateway, just to be safe, because I know that he's gonna come. As I predicted, he's going for speed, and there's zerglings popping out, and no units lost. And these are the things that are being produced. So 6 zerglings being queued right up to my base and behind my mineral line, and cannon's almost done. And one of the things that you have to remember is always keep making your probes, drones, or SCVs or whatever. And as a Zerg, you always want to have more drones than your opponent. And as you can see, he's kind of committing to this early aggression since he's not going for an expansion. And yes, I lost my probe, but I got the information that I wanted. He didn't expand yet. And these are the Zerglings. Then just block off when you see those, and then just cancel it backwards. Cancel it back, then you won't lose that much. And it's good to have your earphones or headphones or some sort of audio devices to listen to this, because like you might not see. I mean, without this probe I wouldn't see. So by having your audio, you can actually hear the rocks breaking down. And now there goes the expansion. And since he was committing to it, as you can see, he has way less drones, and he isn't actually doing that much right now. Just focusing on his hatchery and his zergling, I assume. And yes, and I'm going for the expansion. So I took expansion a bit earlier than the Zerg, so that's really good as Protoss, because you're ahead of Zerg. And he lost the Zergling, so he goes to the side out of cannon's range, and then keep on breaking the rock. When somebody rushes you, don't overreact. So just keep on doing what you're doing and just do the minimum reaction you can make, so you're not that behind and get that much economic disadvantage. Okay, so you have to keep on making your workers. When you look, I'm making my probe. Obviously I'm the best player, so I'm not producing probe here and blah blah blah, but Zerg is not doing that much. He's just going for a third expansion, but his main base and his natural is not even saturated. Okay, one of the things that you have to do as Terran or Protoss when you're facing a Zerg is to not them drone up. So with your early units, just go into their base, force out some Zerglings, and don't let them drone up. So as you can see, I'm sending 2 zealots, and at home I'm not making any more units. And with these 2, I did quite a lot of economic damage. So back at home here, when they were breaking down the rock, I killed 1 zergling, then there goes 3 more zerglings and some drones. And remember, back at home I keep making my probes. So when you look, he lost 12 units so far. I only lost 3, and one of them was probe, so you can see that that trade was really efficient. So you have to keep on doing this so the Zerg cannot keep droning up. So as you can see from the population supply, then I'm way ahead of Zerg, and he's actually supply blocked now. Make sure you're not supply blocked and keep making your probes. So I'm mining from 4 gases now, and then I'm ahead of my opponent in probe count or everything basically. And as you can see, I have better economy and better tech, a bit smaller army because I only have a stalker, and making a bit more. And as you can see, even though he has 3 bases, I'm having better income than him because his bases are not saturated yet. And then if you see, I actually have a lot of minerals left, and that's a mistake. I should have made more gateways or warp gates and kept on spending my minerals and keep it low. Well, that's a mistake, but I'm not a pro gamer or anything, so I'm not the best player, so those are some mistakes. And yes, now I'm making my immortal. My weapon upgrade is almost done, whereas my my opponent is going for double evolution chamber. And still his bases are not saturated. Let's look at the unit tab. Now he has more drones than me because he's of 3 hatcheries making drones. This is the thing that you don't want Zergs to do, just like droning up back at home. Then they're gonna have like really good economy and basically macro you out. He's going for layer. It's pretty late, and he's making tons of spore crawlers. I don't know why. I just had an observer, and I'm not even sure if he saw that. And yes, with the observer, I took a look at his tech, and now my first upgrade is done. Weapon upgrade is done, so I'm going for a push. When you see an opponent coming, then the Zergs are supposed to make some units, and one of the reasons why I was attacking was that I wanted to force out some units. We actually didn't make any units, so in that sense I wasn't really successful. But with this push, as you can see, I can do tons of damage. He has no units out, he only has few queens, and one of the things I just realized is that he cancelled his speed early on, so now he's like re-researching now. And there goes a 15 roach, but I have immortal mixed in, which does a lot of damage to roaches. And back at home I'm tacking up, getting charge and robotics bay, so after this immortal I can go on to Colossus. And I'm going for an expansion because I have relatively big army. And when you fight, army positioning is pretty important. As you can see, I positioned my zealots first in the front, so they tank the damage, and the real DPS is done by immortals and sentries. I mean stalkers. And force fields are pretty important as Protoss. Well, it wasn't the best force field ever, but those 3 roaches weren't doing that much while the rest of them were dead. And as you can see, in terms of army, I basically overpowered him. And one of the things that you could do is when you see these free overlords doing nothing in your side, then just kill them. Because if you look, now he's supply blocked. He has 60 supply, but now he's down to maximum of 46. Then when he's supposed to be making armies, he just has to make overlords, which is really frustrating. and I'm keep macroing up, getting more army, charge almost done, making my probes all the time. And I didn't really see this part because I was focused on making these units and other things. Obviously I didn't have the best, I'm not really good at multitasking. And now look, he just has to make 10 overlords, well, which was kind of too much, but that's all he could do because he couldn't make any more units because he was supply blocked. Now I retreated because I wasn't so sure what was up there. Maybe he had tons of spine crawlers, so I went for his third base soon. And then at home, back at home, I'm not doing that much. I should have been making Colossus and researching thermal lands, but yeah, and I'm saturating my third base, but I'm supply blocked right now. And when you look at the supply now, I'm greatly overwhelming him. And there goes the third base, it's gone now. And that force field trapped the queen and it's gone. It was meant to block those roaches, but and as you can see now, it's almost, the game is done. Let me fast forward it. There isn't that much going on. Now I'm making my Colossus and blah blah blah, and he has these roaches. In the final engagement, I didn't really see it coming because he was right there. I was moving back, but this force field, they were meant to not let roaches escape, and some of them were there and they were trapped. And now he has no more things going on. He has his natural and the third base down, and then as you can see, his main base was extremely saturated. 2 pages of drones, only 2 roaches left, and a queen and bunch of overlords that just popped out. Okay, so that was our game 1. I tried my best to explain some concepts, and maybe that wasn't the best one, so I'll keep on improving so on when we go to episode 2, 3 and 4, and maybe even more depending on how I do. And thank you for watching. I was Xmos from Team PXL. Right now it's still a bit hard to get replays. I'm just using my own, so it'll be really helpful if you send your replays to my email, which will be in the description. Thank you for watching. Join PXL if you're interested. We're a really nice clan. We'll be all friendly, and we're gonna have lots of clan tournaments and other clan events. Thank you for watching.